Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shasa and I have another fragrance review for you guys today, and I'm very excited because we are going to be taking a look at the newest fragrance from the House of Oud, and that fragrance is called What About Pop? So what about it? We're going to get into that today. But before we do, please make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be coming at you with a lot of new content in the next coming months, and I want to make sure that you guys stay up to date on all my videos and all my fragrance reviews. So, what about Pop? So excited to be reviewing this brand new fragrance today from the House of Oud. And in my previous video, when I talked a little bit about grape pearls, I definitely went into some of the brand history. So if you didn't see that video, please do go back and take a look at that one. I don't really want to go over everything that I discussed in the previous video on the brand history, since it's been covered already. But the House of Oud is definitely becoming one of my favorite fragrance lines. And I think what I really love about this house in particular is how fun their releases are. Their fragrances are just very whimsical, they're very lighthearted, they have a playfulness to them that I can really appreciate. And, Andrea Casati, the CEO of the House of Oud and also one of the perfumers behind the line, really likes to work with people from different areas of discipline, and I think that makes his line so interesting. So he will work with a famous graffiti artist to create fragrances, or in the case of, some of the other scents, he'll maybe work with a famous pastry chef. And it's just a really beautiful collaboration between somebody that has a perfume background and somebody from another area of creativity. And when you put the two together, I think that, you really end up with something special. So this one, What About Pop, is definitely going to be a gourmand fragrance. And let's go ahead and do a little spray test. This one is so fun. And I mean, if you love foodie fragrances, if you are a gourmand perfume type of person, you definitely need this perfume in your collection. It opens with the kind of crunchy taste of salted popcorn. And you get that really beautiful crunch of a salted popcorn wrapped in these very creamy, enveloping notes of sweet caramel. And then after about 5 to 10 minutes, you really start to experience the heart of the fragrance. And, oh, I did forget to mention, there is a touch of hawthorn in the top of the perfume as well. That definitely adds a distinctive floral note to the fragrance that is also slightly sweet. So now we're about 5 to 10 minutes into the fragrance, and you start to experience the heart. And that comes in the form of a very rare flower called the lunar floral. And this particular flower is said to be very rare, very hard to come by. It definitely takes on more of the olfactive profile of a white floral. And not only do you have this beautiful kind of floral note here, but we also see creamy notes of milk and this kind of sweet milkiness wrapped around this kind of warmth of this beautiful lunar floral, in addition to the top notes of that crunchy salted popcorn. And then of course, just a little bit of that hawthorn note as well. So, I mean, this fragrance is just delectable. If you could imagine yourself sitting down with a popcorn that kind of has that slightly sweet or salted crunch, and you just grab a handful and, life's good, you're enjoying something, you're kind of splurging a little bit. Except with this one, there's none of the calories. That's kind of the upside, if you ask me. That's kind of the effect here at this point in the fragrance. What I do love about this fragrance, though, is that in the kind of finishing effects of the fragrance, the lasting impression, the base notes, is really something a little bit more woody. So in the case of this fragrance, you're gonna see here that there's opening notes of vetiver. You also have ambergris, which gives it a beautiful musky warmth. And then also just a touch here of, it's so good, you guys. You also have a little bit more vanilla here as well. So that's kind of what ties the entire composition together. Definitely a fragrance that I would say is best reserved for the fall-winter season. It definitely kind of has something to it that is just very warm, very inviting, very comforting. If you could imagine kind of that initial smell that you get right when you walk into like a bakery or any type of place that bakes things daily, makes them fresh, kind of that warm, sweet, kind of pastry smell. It's kind of a touch of that. Definitely more popcorny though, if you will. And then just a really beautiful kind of woody finish. So yeah, that's What About Pop. This one is a new release, came out in 2019, and the retail is $220, and it is from the House of Oud. Thank you guys for watching today, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.